good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this from. This is Cornelius Luvinda with another video. So here we have additional mathematics vectors, the scalar or dot product of two vectors. In the previous video we answered question 1. In this video we're answering question number 2. So it reads, if the following vectors are perpendicular, then the question is, then they are shown as the vectors ti plus 2j and ti minus 8j. We need to find the values of t. And then question B, 2pi minus 3j and pi plus 6j. We need to find the values of p. So let us start with question 2. Right. Question 2 is the one that we are answering. Question 2a, which is ti plus 2j and ti plus 2j and ti minus 8j. So these are the two vectors that we have. And then they are saying that they are perpendicular. So in this particular question, we are going to start thinking about the scalar product formula or the dot product formula, which is A dot B is equal to magnitude of A multiplied by magnitude of B multiplied by cosine theta. Theta representing the angle between the vectors. Now here we need to be very careful to take note that they are saying these vectors are perpendicular. And like I said, perpendicular vectors, since we are saying cos theta, and then if we have the x or y plane to show the full wave of cosine theta, this is 90 degrees, this is 180 degrees, this is 270 degrees, and this is 360 degrees, like that, degrees, 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 degrees. And then it goes to -1, it goes to +1. So it begins from +1, at 90 degrees it's 0, at 180 degrees it's -1, at 270 degrees it's back to 0. Then when it goes to 360 degrees it's back to 1. This is the curve. So what am I trying to say? When they're perpendicular, it means they form an angle of 90 degrees. Therefore, if you punch on your calculator cos 90, it will give you 0. Cosine 90 is 0. So A dot B we know is 0. We get our vectors right here. So it means that this, we don't need to find the magnitude, so on and so forth, because we know that the angle is 0, so everything here would give us 0. So what am I trying to say? Let's write it like this. Ti plus 2j, you multiply by, this dot means multiplication, you multiply by ti minus 8j is equal to 0. It must give you a dot product of 0. Because if you have cos 90, it's 0. It means everything here is 0. Now I'm saying, if you multiply these two, they should give you 0. Ti times ti, I said you only multiply the i's and the j's. So this will give you t squared. Then the j's, it will give you minus 16 is equal to 0. Then t squared is equal to 16. T squared is equal to 16. You take the square root on both sides. Since we're taking it on both sides, you need to take the positive and negative, the plus or minus the square root. Okay, so it will cancel out, so t will be equal to plus or minus 4. So therefore t is equal to 4, or t is equal to -4. And that's your answer for question 2a. Then we go to question 2b. Question 2b says 2pi minus 3j like this, and 6pi plus 6j. So pi plus 6j, 2pi minus 3j, we need to find the values of p. So it's the same question that's saying these two vectors are perpendicular. So it means that the dot product of these two, so the multiplication 2pi minus 3j, we write like that. You multiply by pi plus 6j, it should give you 0. So here 2pi multiplied by pi is 2p squared, then minus 3 multiplied by minus 3j multiplied by positive 6j is minus 18 is equal to 0. Then here at this stage we can divide throughout by 2 since it can be divisible by everything. So this would be 1, this would be 9, then of course 2 into 0 is just 0. So p squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Then here we take the 9 to the other side. P squared is equal to 9. P squared is equal to 9 plus or minus. So the square root, we take it on both sides. So p will be equal to plus or minus 3. Therefore, p is equal to 3 or p is equal to negative 3. And these are your final answers for this question. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cornelius. We'll be in with another video, and bye-bye.